Hey everybody, welcome to another one of my guild member highlights. Today we're looking at one of our stout Scotsmen, Demongenesis.
What the fuck?
Let's start with Demon's introduction to the World of Warcraft. Demon used to play Warcraft 3 and heard about World of Warcraft when it was first being advertised. Like many of us, he had apprehensions about paying a monthly fee to play a game, so he never gave it a try. Following Warcraft 3, he played League of Legends for about 2 years non-stop and eventually lost interest.
Come here, bitch! Suck it, bitchy!
When World of Warcraft went on sale to seduce people into purchasing Warlords of Draenor, Demon took the opportunity to try it, and to his surprise, he came to enjoy the game. As far as House Vestral goes, we met Demon through his sister, Rusin. Prior to House Vestral, he joined a Horde guild with his sister and some friends. However, most of them left shortly after Demon hit level 100. After this exodus, Rusin encouraged him to get on TeamSpeak and meet her Alliance guild. The rest is history. He's been here for a little over a year. Let's talk about Demon's playstyle and raid position. Demon ended up transferring the warrior that he had leveled up Hortside. It was his very first tune and the attachment was already there. Contrary to popular belief, Demon doesn't play dwarves because he sounds or looks like them. They are actually his favorite race, and if they're available to pick, he's gonna pick them.
Little Spoon? I'll be Little Spoon. Can I be Little Spoon?
Here, it's the two dwarves. That's how dwarf babies are made, right? Because there's no female, so.
Hey!
We duck.
But why a warrior? Well, that's because Demon prefers to be in your face rather than sitting back and watching the action happen. He combined his passion for tanking and dwarves into the powerful bundle of iron that we know and love today. Let's look into Demon's personality. He is the no-nonsense type. This man will call it like he sees it and tell it to you without sugarcoating, which corresponds with his in-your-face attitude. This is something that he is required to do his job appropriately. See, in real life, Demon works as a customer service agent for a car insurance company. In short, he deals with people's bullshit all day. In that kind of environment, there's no room to coddle or accommodate. You'll get stepped all over, which is why he's not afraid to tell it to you like it is, whether you like it or not. Gonna share with you some interesting facts about Demon. Back in 2006, he was playing Counter-Strike Source and came across a team called Team Carrick. They struck him as a good group of folk, and he applied, and before long, he was part of their B team. They entered EU leagues such as TWL and ED. After about 5 weeks of being in TWL, they became a top-tier team and tried their luck at the ED ladders after that. He went to his first LAN event when he was 17 years old, and he took part in the I-Series tournament. They managed to beat 4 Kings, which was one of the top EU teams at the time. But I've talked enough. Let's get to meet the man himself. I'm happy that you actually fucking picked a spot. I think if I show my garrison one more fucking time, I would just explode. Nice and simple, homie. How you feeling?
Feeling good.
Okay, so in the video, I put in that you played League of Legends for a long while, and on your YouTube, I was watching the Shyvana clip where you just fucking murdered the entire team like twice over in under 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
You were fucking good. Why did you stop?
It got boring, and like literally playing for 2 years straight every day, for hours upon end, just eventually took its toll on me. I just got eventually bored of the game.
What rank did you get to?
Plat 2 is my highest.
Just like I did with Creeley, right? The next set of questions kind of try to get a look into who you are without me asking you, oh man, are you fucking cool or are you a dumb? And, you know, everybody's gonna be like, oh, I'm cool, man. I'm fucking...
I am a dumb.
Yeah. So, the first one is kids something that you want in the future?
Yeah.
Having kids.
Yeah, I've always thought about having at least 2 kids. I've been told I'd make a good dad. But myself, I want to say I will be, but at the same time, I'll probably be a little bit too immature.
But I think they make the best kind of fathers, though.
Yeah, I mean, a dad that can have fun sort of thing, and like, not be too serious, but serious when he has to be.
Exactly. Your tag still says away.
Hmm?
Your tag in game still says you're there. You go. So, okay, so now you have these 2 kids. Now, if you could ensure that they're gonna have this one experience in their life, what do you want that to be? Like, if you could pick an experience for them to have, what would that be? Like, I would want my kid to know what it feels like to work for something at least once, so that they can appreciate not having shit handed to them all the time.
Like that would be good, yeah. Like I don't want to be like a fucking spoiled. I don't want to like be the parent that spoils a kid. I mean, that happened to me, and I know how you turn out. I turned out like a lazy fuck. So I wouldn't want that to be like my kid sort of thing. I wouldn't want. It's a bit weird though, like I'm saying this because I don't want to be basically what my mum does for me, and basically clearing up after everyone's ass around the house sort of thing. I'd hate to be like that.
So you want them to experience responsibility?
Yeah, like be responsible for what they're own, like what they're doing. And the one I was thinking of actually was, weirdly enough, I'd like for my kids to actually get bullied at one point, so they know how bad the other person feels, so they don't actually do it.
That's something that, at least in the States, is incredibly controversial because here you poke somebody in the toe and it's considered bullying.
Yeah. Well, I mean, mentally bullying or physically bullying, either way, if they experience it, they know how crap they're going to feel towards it, so they won't do it. And that's why I don't do it.
So you got bullied?
Yeah, I got bullied quite a lot. My first year of high school was a fucking nightmare.
What happened? If you don't mind sharing, I guess.
It was like the first week of high school, and obviously people were still getting to know each other and all that. And I mean, you still had some people from like your old school there in your class, so you stayed in your like your own little group. But the teacher at the time, who took registration class, called it my name is Hobnob, which
oh, sorry.
Yeah. No, it's fine. It became a nickname later, but at the time I was just like, the name's Hobnob, and he just went, alright Hobnob, and just kept it like that. And a guy instantly just went, Hobnob, I was like, shut up, you wee dick, I'll see you after school. And I did. I went and squared up to him, and he backed down straight away. But then it still continued sort of thing, and it was a group of kids this time. And they were in like a badder crowd, I guess. So I sat and took it. And then I stopped eventually, I think it was like towards the end of the year, randomly during, I think it was either modern studies or history. And one of the kids came up behind me, started like elbowing down at the back of my neck, shoulder and all that. And I just stood up and grabbed his neck and pinned him against the wall. And his friends
Holy shit.
Yeah, his friends were telling him like to stop and get off and sort of thing.
God damn.
So that was my first year. That stopped for a while. And then like halfway through second year, a new kid came in, and he thought I was like an easy victim. So he started picking on me as well. And then I went after him at one point at lunch, and it took 6 guys to stop me.
I'm kind of starting to understand why you like tanking now.
Yeah.
Shit, dude, that's real. Wow.
Yeah, no, like I don't want that level of like fucking bullying on them. But I mean, the tease inside of it, maybe I'd like that, because then they'd understand like how bad it feels, sort of thing, so they don't do it to each other as another person, as I said.
Mm-hmm.
Like if they went to school and got the hobnob thing, make fun of it instead. I mean,
so they would experience it, but then you would kind of teach them how to deal with it.
Yeah. I mean, as I said, it became a nickname 2 years later. Like, all my friends started calling me Hobnob.
Now, everybody has these, right? So, I know I laugh like a fucking idiot. There's a couple other things, but what's your most annoying habit that you kind of pick up on, but you just do it?
The worst habit I have is picking a dead skin and then chewing on it.
Holy shit, dude. Nice. All right, so you win the lottery. Money is never gonna be a problem again. Aside from fucking picking out on dead skin snacks, what do you do?
To be honest with you, like a few years ago, I would have easily just said like, happily bought my mum and dad a new house, paid it all off them so they could like just live there and be happy. I mean, that's still the case if I did win the lottery. But what I was going to do after that was literally just live off the interest sort of thing, and that'd be me. But as of recently, the idea of settling down in my own house would be a nice idea. So that.
There you go. It's interesting that you come up with that perspective now, especially that you have a full-time job where, let's face it, you're not dealing with the nicest people ever.
Talking about, I love my job.
You want to talk about it?
Dude, I could easily talk about it. I don't care if you got questions you're curious about, go for it.
Okay, so customer service agent, you're on the phone all day with people that clearly don't fucking appreciate you for what's probably considered meager pay, but you do it anyway.
Yep.
If I asked you why you got the job, you'd be like, money. That's obvious. But is there anything about it that it's redeeming? Anything that you like?
The only thing that I actually like about the job is, well, there's two things really. One's off the phones, and it's the people in the place. They're actually like a good bunch of people. Because if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be there. I would have gave that job in ages ago. But the other thing was when you're on the phone sort of thing, and you're actually like, some people have had like a really bad experience with the company. And you're sitting there and you're trying to help them as much as possible, and then at the end you actually like help them out. You're actually able to do something for them. It feels like a little bit satisfying. Because if they're like nice to us, like sort of thing, like obviously we'll be trying to be nice back and then help them as much as possible.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, in the same spot, if they're a dick, you're just like, man, I don't care about you. You're being a bit. I mean, they think that somehow getting angry with you and then saying it's my fault or so on and so forth, it's going to help the situation. It's like, no, you're making this worse. There's been plenty of times I've said over the phone, look, shouting isn't going to do anything about this. It's not going to make it get done faster. If anything, it's going to make it get done slower. Because you're making me not want to actually help you. Just by the sound of your voice, you're just making me agitated, and you are sounding like an absolute, basically a dick. Obviously, I can't say that to them. But they're saying that it's my fault, everything's like, because of me, this is this is that. And there was a point I had a woman on the phone saying it's my fault that she couldn't feed her kids, and I was just like, no, that's on you. You're the one that didn't manage your money properly. You're the one that wasn't on top of things, and that just made it worse because she ended up crying, and I was just like, not my fault. Well, it was my fault I made her cry. It was my fault I made her cry, but it wasn't my fault that had happened.
Right. I mean, a lot of these people, when they come in, they don't see you as Demon, they see you as the company. Yeah. We had the same thing when I was in sales. They're like, oh, fucking, you charge outrageous prices. I'm like, this is what we have, dude. You know, so it's definitely them seeing you as your company and not an individual.
And the best one is when they phone up and either have done a thing online that's messed up, or they haven't read something they've messed up, and it's partly all our fault. It's like, no. You didn't do it right.
But people don't like to be told that.
Yeah, but I mean, if it's online, they are the ones that done it wrong.
Yeah.
And yet we're still to blame. And the other one is people complaining about the fees and charges, and it's like, it's in your policy wording. You were told when you took out the start of this policy what that is, and you have to agree to that before you take out a policy. Because if you don't, we don't accept your policy. And they say, oh well, I didn't read that, and it's like, well, that's on you. That's not us. You agreed to it. You didn't read it. That's you lying, just basically say, yeah, get it over and done with.
I think the world needs more people like you, man. Now that being said, these next few ones actually come from some of my patrons. I asked them if there was anything that they'd like to know. And a lot of them were shy, but I did get a couple of good ones. Amateur Extraordinaire wants to know, what's your favorite beverage, alcoholic or not?
Favorite thing to drink, non-alcoholic, is Iron Brew, which is something that's made in Scotland. Yep. And then favorite drink, alcoholic-wise, is Jack Daniels and Coke.
Alrighty, motherfucker, goddamn. And this next... Shit.
Back up, Manny, back up!
Okay. I hit W and Q like at the same time. I fat fingered it. Alright, this one comes from the guy Danish, and he wants to know, are you a demon in bed?
Ask Tama. I've not had a complaint. And to answer more in depth about the demon type thing, I do enjoy the biting and scratching.
User was moved to your channel.
Hi. Tama.
Hello? Hello?
There we go. Well,
Tama, is he a demon in bed? I think that was a faint yes.
Well, best I've ever had, yes.
Boom!
Yeah!
To the internet! You want the whole dwarf in there?
Probably.
I think I got a good shot now.
Why do you gotta say dwarf like it repulses you?
But what is Demon planning for the future? Well, Demon's computer currently can't handle streaming nor content creation. However, his current job will hopefully fix that soon. Once he gets a new computer, he plans to revive his stream and upload those highlights to YouTube. You can find a link to both of those things on this video's description if you want to give him a follow. Here's a teaser.
Be Penguin Lord? Just rename myself Penguin Lord this set like this the entire day. Marp.
See you later. I'm going. Bye.
Oh my god. Fucking barrier cunt. The way that Johnny used her ulti, it pushed him away.
I'm coming. D. Ulti's up in 6. Be brief on myself. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Why do you do? How do you even do that?
What? What's do it on myself?
Yeah.
It's because it's not on him, it automatically casts on myself.
Hey?
Shield, 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 shield.
I did. It doesn't shield for a lot.
I locked out. Oh my god! Oh my god!
Did you enjoy this video? Let me know by hitting that like button and leaving a comment. Want more content? Go ahead and subscribe. I got that coming right up for you. I hope you enjoyed this guild member highlight, and I will see you next time.